my way to Sewing Machines Plus right now because my serger's been broken for the longest time and I'm finally taking it in to get it fixed. So what's wrong with it is that whenever I turn on the power button, it automatically starts sewing already. So that's just how I've been using it. It's really dangerous and scary to use, but I just haven't had time to take it in. So I'm finally taking it in to get it fixed, and I'm also hoping to pick up some new sewing supplies. There's my machine. Restore. So it's been a couple days since we dropped off my serger to get fixed, and we got a call back today saying that it was fixed and they figured out what was wrong with it. They said that the problem was in the foot pedal. One of the springs inside was broken and it was triggering the machine to start sewing. Now I just wanted to share with you guys the sewing supplies I picked up from Sewing Machines Plus while I was there that day. Alright, so I got some flat flower pins right here. And the pins I use at home are just the yellow ball head pins, and those are great, and I just continue to use those because I have a bunch of those, but slowly they started disappearing like bobby pins. So finally I get to use these flower head pins. I've been wanting to use these for the longest time, but since I still had my old pins, I didn't really feel the need to buy more pins. These are great because they're flat, unlike the yellow ball head pins, and they don't distort the fabric as much when you pin them. The next item I picked up I thought was really cool and funny, and I just wanted to see if it would work, and it's this magnetic pin wand. So it's similar to using your magnetic pin cushion thing to go on the floor, but it's a shape as a wand, so you would just swipe it over the carpet or whatever and it will pick up your pins for you. I know I lose my pins all the time on the floor, and a lot of people in my family have been victims to stepping on it. So I'm really excited to try this out and see if it works. I like using my magnetic pin holder, but I probably should have picked up a new one because the one I got wasn't that strong. So whenever I flip it upside down, if I have a lot of pins, some of the pins fall off of it. I've also been running low on my marking pen ink, so I decided to pick up some chalk ones for now. Two different kinds. This one is like a triangle shape, and this one is shaped like a marker. I just got both of them because I wanted to see which one was better, so I'll show you guys the difference between the two. Sorry about the pink fabric I'm using. I didn't know it was reflecting that way on camera. It's hard to see the blue chalk on this fabric, so it's a good thing I got them in a light and dark color. The triangle one works exactly the same way, so it's really just up to you which one you prefer. Both can be refilled with more chalk powder, and I would also make sure to only use it on materials that can be washed or on your lining fabric because it didn't completely disappear. The next thing I got was this point turner and seam creaser, just for when you have those sharp corners and you want to pop that corner out so it's nice and sharp. This is the tool for that. I've been needing this as well because what I've been doing is just taking my needle and trying to like poke the corner out. Next, I picked up a bunch of presser foots that are compatible with my machine. These are all compatible with the Juki machine. I have a Juki HZL-G 110 sewing machine. This is a blind stitch, rolled hem foot, and invisible zipper foot. The invisible zipper is going to help me out so much because I've been using just a regular zipper foot on an invisible zipper and it works, but then this is going to give me a way cleaner look.
From left to right, that's the blind stitch, hammer, rolled hem, and invisible zipper foot. The hammer and rolled hem are basically used for the same thing, and that's to help you get a nice narrow hem, perfect for formal dresses. If there is a difference between the two, let me know down in the comments because they look exactly the same to me besides the attachment on top. Here I'm demonstrating with the rolled hem foot, and what you want to do is slide your fabric into that little curved part. It takes a few stitches to get it going, and you should practice on some scrap fabric first before doing the real thing. As you can see, the raw edges are getting folded underneath to create a very clean and narrow hem that looks very professional and is going to save you so much time. I still need to practice some more because as you can see, some of the raw edges didn't get folded under. Next is the blind stitch foot, which will give you a nice invisible hem. The paper that comes with it tells you what stitch to set your machine to, and on my machine it even tells me what presser foot I need to use. It was really confusing to use because there's a certain way you're supposed to fold the hem under the foot, so I'll need to play around with it some more so I can get the hang of it. The end result looks like this. It doesn't look that invisible to me, but maybe after some pressing and if I used a lighter colored thread.
I also picked up a bunch of sewing needles. This is needles for my machine. This is just some Schmetz universal needle and I got it in a size 90-14. And some hand sewing needles because just like bobby pins and my sewing pins, these be disappearing really fast. These are needles meant to sew denim and jeans and needles meant to sew on leather. I know you guys always ask me what needle I use, and to be honest, I just stick with the universal needle, but I'm excited to try these out. Maybe it will help me a lot better when I'm sewing denim and leather.
If you're wondering about the needle sizes, there's a guide on the back that tells you which one you should get for the weight of your fabric. I got the medium weight needles for both packs, and here I'm demonstrating with some denim. I would actually consider this heavyweight denim, but let's see how the medium sized needle does with it. It was pretty smooth up until I reached the side seam bulkiness. Then I had to slowly turn the hand wheel to continue. It eventually got stuck, so I'll definitely need the heavier size needle to sew through that thickness.
I also picked up some new bobbins because sometimes you need empty bobbins laying around just to fill up the new thread color you're using. And these are Serger Class 15 clear bobbins. They don't say Juki on them, but they still work on my Juki sewing machine. Make sure you guys ask the people working there or ask someone that knows if it's compatible with your machine or not. They told me that these would work still, so I got these. I also picked up a new rotary cutting blade for my rotary cutter. A lot of you guys ask what that yellow tool is that I use in my videos when I cut things, and that is called a rotary cutter. And when the blade gets dull, you just pick up some new blades. This is actually my first time picking up new blades to replace on my rotary cutter, so I'm not really sure how to replace it, but we'll figure it out. I also got a new seam ripper because you can never have too many seam rippers because when you need them, they go missing. So this is a different kind of seam ripper. It's a blazer style. Is it a blazer? Razor. Why did I say blazer? A razor style seam ripper, and it says it's faster to use, and I guess you would use it the same way because it doesn't recommend that you slice it open like this because then you might slice the fabric, but I feel like that's probably how I'm going to use it anyways. I will demo how this works and let you guys know what's the best way to use it.
I tried using it like a regular seam ripper because that's what they recommended on the package, but it took a lot of time, so I just ended up slicing it carefully and it was so much faster, which is great, but I can already see myself ruining future projects with this tool.
Ooh, this this is really cool, a bendable bright light to attach onto your sewing machine. This is really helpful for me because sometimes I sew all day until the middle of the night and it gets really dark in this room that I'm filming in. So I don't know if you guys can tell in my videos, sometimes it's really dark when I'm filming the sewing machine. So I got this because it would help me with my filming, and it looks like you just attach it to the side and then it's bendable so you can adjust where the light goes. So hopefully it helps the quality of my videos.
I thought it would be helpful, but once we set it up, it seemed very inconvenient having the wire hanging around. You'll have to wrap and secure the cord around your machine so it's not in the way. We did learn that the light was less in the way on the right side of the machine instead of the left, but overall I probably won't be using it, and next time I'll find something that doesn't have a cord since I move my machine around a lot.
Next, I picked up a new plastic ruler because mine has been bent for the longest time, because back when I went to school, I would just leave all my sewing tools in the car so I wouldn't have to carry it around everywhere, and it was really hot and my ruler melted. It's funny because when I was taking my pattern making and draping class, my professor told the class to not leave it in the car because it will melt, and I did not listen. So this is what happened to it, and it's important that it doesn't melt or bend because then the measurements are no longer accurate. That's why they say to not do that. But I did it anyways, and I've still been using it for many years now. But I finally got a new one. Next, I got this ultimate design ruler right here. There are 4 rulers in one. This is the hip curve from here to here, I think. And then the French curve is from here to here. Straight ruler edge. There's a straight edge right here if you just want to draw a straight line. And cutout slots. The slot is used to guide tracing wheel when marking straight lines. So yeah, this is just for pattern making and designing purposes. Lastly, I picked up 2 packs of these sewing clips because a lot of you have been asking me what these are in my videos, and I actually made a dedicated video talking about these, comparing them to sewing pins. So if you're interested in seeing that, I'll put the link down below. Basically I like them because they're faster to use and they do a better job at holding multiple layers of fabric, and they don't distort my fabric. I will be doing a giveaway on these sewing clips, and there will be 2 winners. Each person will win 1 pack of sewing clips. So if you want to enter, just click the link in my description box. Alright, that's the end of my haul video. If you're interested in purchasing any of these items, please use the links down in my description box because it'll help me make money to continue making videos for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!